This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. It's the Florida Gators and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Coach Venables told me before the game, here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gators headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Oklahoma's offense comes onto the field first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Keeping his eyes downfield. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Looking deep down the right side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Making his first move. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Florida's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Aaron Philo. They'll have their hands full trying to find any breathing room at all against one of the top defensive backs in the country in Eli Bowen. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hits the hole, it's Clark.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the right. He's got it. Running through contact. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Clark. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it though.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for it all. To the end zone, and is picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to establish the run. They were all over it.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Back to pass, it's Bentley. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's third and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the...
Oh, a lot of space. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on...
Caught! They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, on that third down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier in bounds and getting him down, now setting up fourth.
They're in makeable field goal range, but on fourth down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Gators! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
They give it back to him. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Left side, it's Blaylock. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Looking for room, it's Clark. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Clark. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. In traffic, it's Abrams.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
2nd down to the air. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
as they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Gators will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to field this one in tight quarters. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. DB's right up on the receivers. Here comes the heat. Right side, it's Blaylock. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey guys, here on the Florida sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback. But he's making good decisions, pitching at that time. That's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense...
Another ball is knocked free, and this fumble bounces out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. They're all over it. Breaks loose.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you can tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay, I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the run, it's Clark. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The corners are walked up tight. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Blaylock. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Now on 2nd down. The fake wants to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, they were trying to set up an outbreaking route here on 3rd and long, trying to get a receiver open in space. Just couldn't come away with it, though. Nice job by the defense, watching the QB's eyes and swatting it down.
Looks it in. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Left side is Clark. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Just barely got rid of it.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Blaylock.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Moving the pocket, it's Bentley. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got it in the middle. It's Carry-On. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at him. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide left, it's Lloyd. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Abrams. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And very important not only to generate power, but to find his mark, a 49-yard try from the left. It is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye of that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And it's the Crimson Tide looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, the Florida head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you guys.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Look loose. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't. Take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put... This return, they'll mark it at the 32. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Bentley. Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Trying to take it back. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Right back to it. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Gators line up to punt it away. The accuracy is perfect, the loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On first down from their own 22. Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
He's got an open man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Hauls it in. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. With the draw, it's Blaylock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Left side, it's Blaylock. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. Jukes his way for more. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking for a crease. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it himself. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks.
You can skin the cat. Different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Snapped on 4th down. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings. The week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Running inside, it's Blaylock.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Sells to Faith. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Makes the grab. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Sooners are marching down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Carry-On. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Nick.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Gators sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The give. He's got the first down. Finding some room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Working the ground game. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it. He's past the sticks. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Changing the routes with his receivers. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And how fast did this momentum just completely flip? Your defense gives up points. You're down by a touchdown, and your kickoff return unit in the fourth quarter, when you needed a play, comes up with a huge play, and now you are 1 point away from tying this game. Or do we roll the dice and try to take the lead?
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. The handoff, turning it on. He's got enough. He's at the 50, at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. On the move, he fires. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Scanning the field, it's Bentley. Caught near the sticks, it's Carry-On. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab, it's Blaylock. Taken down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. On the return, they'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They want that clock to run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll give it to him again. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. To the back. Hard running there. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. The give. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Enough to move the chains. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the corner. Quarterback keep. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Keeps it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the 1st down marker. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Deep in the end zone, it's Conrad. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. It's complete on the right side.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the 4th quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Defense in press coverage. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. I got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bentley. Caught in the backfield, it's Blaylock. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass on second down. Rushes on, and down he goes. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.